What's up, man?
Well, we need a moment of silence right off the bat. I don't know if you know, but you hear Gene Hackman died?
I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably one of the greatest,
Great actor.
well, the Westerns too, The Quick and the Dead.
Right?
One of my favorites.
Well, that and Hoosiers.
Yep.
Hoosiers.
Do you know he's in Young Frankenstein also?
Yes.
He's the blind dude or whatever?
We love Young Frankenstein at my
Yeah.
house. So, oh yeah. Yeah, the blind guy in Young Frankenstein. Yep. Gene Hackman was, I mean, he's the all-around great actor. And he knew when, like, it's time for me to retire.
Yeah.
Be done. Like, leave this legacy of greatness. Yeah. So, I think Hoosiers might be one of my favorite Gene Hackman roles.
Yeah.
But The Quick and Dead, that was,
Yeah. The Quick and the Dead's a movie that anytime it came on TV or we watch it.
yeah.
Always.
Yeah. He was the ultimate bad guy.
Yeah, the Unforgiven, he's the sheriff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he played in a couple good Westerns.
Those are probably two of my top favorite Westerns.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Quick and the Dead, Unforgiven. The Unforgiven, there's no good guys in it. Everyone's a bad guy. In Unforgiven. Even Clint Eastwood. But if you, being Gene Hackman, or kind of up against Clint Eastwood in a Western, and you're the one I remember the most in that Western, you did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like his role was way more memorable in The Unforgiven than Clint Eastwood's was.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
And I'm a Clint Eastwood Western guy.
Yeah, I grew up watching a lot of Clint Eastwood. I think my favorites are probably, it has to be Tombstone is probably my favorite.
Yeah.
And then Lonesome Dove.
Lonesome Dove's pretty good. I got a hot take on Westerns, though. It's not going to be a popular opinion.
Oh,
I think John Wayne's garbage.
really?
Hot trash.
Hondo?
I don't like any of it. I don't want to see any John Wayne.
You don't like True Grit?
No.
Any-
I like the remake of True Grit.
Really?
Yeah. With Thanos
Yeah.
in it. That's a good one. They talk weird in that movie, though. I thought they had, like, just the way their inflection of the way they speak is like, is that how people talk in the Western days?
I guess. My dad would lose his mind if.
I know, nobody likes it. My brothers are, they call me a communist.
Yeah. Well, you know how most people have Jesus, a picture of Jesus in their house? We had the picture of John Wayne. That, you know, it's his face, and then, like, I guess, like, if I remember, he's on a horse or something in a mountain scene kind of in the background. But yeah, I mean, a huge picture of John Wayne. Before we had any Jesus pictures, that was the only artwork we had in our house, was John Wayne.
No Jesus, no crosses,
Yeah.
just John Wayne.
John Wayne.
What's a John Wayne movie, though? Was it True Grit, or was it
I like True Grit a lot. McClintock. That's a good one.
McClintock? Which is, there's two, like, he spanks like grown women.
That's McClintock, yeah.
McClintock.
Yeah.
Wasn't there another one he did, I think?
It's possible.
The
Dude.
you beat your wife back in those days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I never really liked it.
Your dad?
He liked it.
I was just saying, and I'm assuming your brothers, since you're a communist.
Yeah, my
because-
brothers liked him. Yeah. But, I mean, there's some reports he was kind of, draft dodging, kind of.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not I don't want to get canceled off the bat here on episode 2.
Yeah.
I'm just not a John Wayne guy. I like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood movies, the Westerns, Pale Rider.
Pale Rider's great.
Yeah. Fistful of Dollars.
Yep. Now Clint Eastwood was big too. We watched a lot of cowboys.
Yeah.
My dad did. I think he thought he was a cowboy, and tried his best to be one.
Oh yeah, yeah. My dad, it was weird at my house because there was like this real honor given to Native American culture
Yeah.
in our house. So if you played Cowboys and Indians at our house, the Indians would always win.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad, he had those things, but he also had like hatchets with feathers on them, and he had a buckskin shirt that he made like with beads and leather and stuff on it. That was pretty cool, I guess. But yeah, the Cowboy and Indians culture, Native American, that was like the pinnacle in our house. Everybody wore cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Everybody had cowboy hats.
My dad had one of them long, I guess you call them like the duster jackets that went down to his ankles.
Yeah.
Cowboy hat. He even wore spurs there for a while when he was, we had horses and stuff.
Yeah. What do you think about that? It seems like styles now, you don't see cats going around in dusters or cowboy hats that much. Maybe here in Indiana where we're at, but
Mhm.
in Texas, I'm sure in Tennessee, people still do it a lot. But you don't see it as much now as what you did when we were kids in late '80s, early '90s. I feel like there's more differences in styles back then.
Well, I think a lot of, like, when I was younger, grade schoolish, I think a lot of people had that kind of decor in their house anyway, like the turquoise, Native American type stuff.
Yeah, it was big for a while. But there's also, like, I went to a buddy's house one time that I was working with when I worked at Steak Escape in the mall. We went to a buddy's house who lived in Jeff, and we walked into his house, and everything was set up like '80s decor.
Yeah.
Like in our house, there was like the couches and stuff didn't match. They still don't, but like the couch had the wood sides on
Yeah,
it. You know what I mean?
we had
and if
those.
you lay down too hard, you hit your head on the wood. That was big in the '80s. But he had like a glass tabletop. Everything was black, and all the art in the room was like Japanese. Do you remember that in the '80s? Like you either were a cowboy and Indian, or you were like.
Or a samurai.
Yeah, or Thomas Kincaid, a lot of moms had Thomas Kincaid stuff, or everything was like Japanese culture in the '80s. It was like Japanese culture with fluorescent colors and that was kind of big in the day. That's my brother was in that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's maybe it'll come back.
Maybe it makes a comeback, yeah. Yeah, that went a ways from.
I know. Rest in peace, Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman,
We got off topic real
We
quick.
didn't even mention Superman, though.
That's true. Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor, not his best performance, but I think he did great in a poor role. In my
Yeah.
opinion, like they wrote him bad, but I wasn't a big fan of that Superman movie. either.
Well, it's tough to watch movies like Superman, the superhero movies especially.
Mhm.
Like now, considering like what Marvel's done and even the newer Superman movies. Like you go back and look at Christopher Reeves and all those movies, and it's kind of like,
They're dated.
Yeah.
Well, my kids say that Lord of the Rings is dated.
really.
Yeah, and I think the CGI in Lord of the Rings is way better than some of the new Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like at some point, they just gave up. I'm trying to make things look good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like some of the CGI now. You're like, are you serious? That's what we put out. But I like. But if we go back to cowboy movies, that's one thing I was going to say. There's a movie called 3:10 to Yuma.
Yeah.
It's got what's his name? Batman.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale in it, and that's a good movie.
Mhm.
3:10 to Yuma. We were talking about listening to your favorite cowboy movies, but I like Tombstone, Lonesome Dove. They're automatic, you know. What I mean?
Yeah.
The Unforgiven, that goes right in there for me, and so does Quick and the Dead. I love that. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. He's actually Gene Hackman's.
Oh,
Maybe-
don't spoil it.
Yeah. I know. Maybe.
Spoiler alert.
Maybe son.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I mean that movie's only been out 30 years.
Yeah.
So spoiler alert.
Something about his farmer hands, I think, is what it was. But
Yeah, and then 3:10 to Yuma is a good one. I feel like I'm missing one. Like there's a big one, a Silverado.
oh yeah.
Yeah, Danny Glover. I mean,
Kevin Costner.
You got just a run the gamut of big names in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Silverado's a great movie. But The Last Samurai, we talk about it, Japanese culture. Like The Last Samurai, to me, it kind of runs that line. It's not a cowboy movie, but it's this era. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so The Last Samurai for me is that's like the pinnacle of that era. You've also got that same era, The Last Mohicans kind
Yeah.
of feel to it. I'm into that. Dances with Wolves.
Yeah. Kevin Costner.
Again. Yeah. I think Tombstone is the penultimate though.
Yeah, it's hard to beat. Was it Val Kilmer and Doc Holliday? That's tough to beat. Lonesome Dove was probably the first one I got introduced to for like on repeat. My dad still says, "I hate rude behavior in a man.
Yeah,
I won't tolerate it."
yeah.
That's his go-to all the time.
Well, I just remember being kids, growing up, we quoted that all the time because your dad quoted it
Yeah,
all the time.
he loves that scene where Tommy Lee Jones is. Which again, there's another
Yep.
maybe son of Newt. The army guy's beating Newt up, and Tommy Lee Jones just runs the horse right through him, and he's going to kill him.
Well, this is a trope in great movies. Like, is this guy's father? Is this his son? And you don't find out until, crucial moments in these movies. Loaves and Dove, great storyline between a father and son kind of thing. Doesn't really claim him. I think the big one, Star Wars, I gotta be a father. And that's a trope in movies that's like a way for some reason just to hook people. I'm like, is this who you thought it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so that's pretty interesting. People use these same things over and over again to kind of convey a message. I know what I was going to talk to you about if we could change the gears.
I mean, it's our podcast. We can do what we want.
That's right. Episode 2.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, we watched a lot of Cowboys and Star Wars,
right?
And Lord of the Rings.
That's it. Yeah. In case you didn't know, we named this podcast In Case You Didn't Know because we were in a Christian punk band named Acacia, which is the wood that the Ark of Covenant was made of. In case you didn't know. And so that's why it's In Case You Didn't Know podcast, because we made this stupid joke all the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that'll please our many fans, because that was one of the big complaints from episode 1 was, why?
All 5 people who watch this that we make watch, they're going to be like really understand now why we call it In Case You Didn't Know.
So we had a shout out to Nana.
Yeah, it will be a recurring thing that whenever we bring up some content or some question or some interesting fact, it's going to be, in case you didn't know.
You know what's crazy before we switch gears is I didn't know that you didn't like John Wayne.
Yeah. Well, we've been friends for 30 years now, and now you know. I don't like John Wayne.
That's because you seen the picture in my house and you were afraid.
I wasn't going to say nothing then. I caught a lot of flack for not liking John Wayne. But, hey, I got to be true to myself. And so, as we switch gears, I'll say this. We're not in a hurry to get anywhere, so we'll take our time. The first episode that we put out, I found something weird happening as we were talking. Like, I was trying to be my truest self, but then it was like I was also performing like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to be real, and my whole goal is to entertain you.
Yeah.
In this podcast. But at some point, it's like I'm kind of putting on this, like, be entertaining, be happy,
You're trying hard.
I was trying hard. And so when I watched back, I was kind of like, hey, guy, you're trying a little hard here. You're putting on airs. If you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like, just be you and stop trying to. I'm going to start talking like a radio DJ.
Yeah, and we're back.
All right. What we got next? Who's on line 1? We don't have any lines here. But,
no.
But anyhow, I don't want to skip ahead of you.
No, go
I
ahead.
don't know where you're at, but we're both reading.
We can do this back and forth thing. So.
Yeah. We're both reading Those Who Wrestle with God, We Who Wrestle with God.
I believe.
Yeah, by Jordan Peterson.
Yep.
And I don't remember what chapter I'm in. I think like 4 or 5, something like that. And he's talking about fratricide. ADK, baby. In case you didn't know, he's talking about fratricide, which is the killing of your brother. So he's talking about Cain and Abel, this fratricide that goes on. And so he's using this as analogous to the relationship of the godly man in sin and Cain, unrepentant for his sacrifice that he gave to God. And so he's talking about Genesis where Cain is talking about, or he brought a sacrifice to God, and the Bible says that God accepted Abel's sacrifice and refused Cain's sacrifice because it wasn't the right sacrifice. And there's this idea of we feel like God should accept whatever sacrifice we bring to him. You're like, I'm bringing you this pen, you should be happy and take it. You know what I mean? But he's asking for, whatever. He's asking for my time, or he's asking for my heart or my thoughts or whatever he's asking for. He's asking for me to do a podcast or go on a mission trip or whatever. But whatever we bring to him, we feel like, well, this is what I'm bringing to you as a sacrifice. You should receive it and be glad. And so this is the kind of attitude Cain had. But God warned him, like, sin is crouching at your door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Its desire is for you, and you must master it. And I'm not going to go there everything he said in the book, because I know.
Yeah. I'm still on chapter 1. So,
Dude, it's a tough read.
Yeah.
It's a tough read. But he makes the connection. You talk about tropes in movies and things like that with a father and son. But he made the connection of there's this trope in movies about warfare between brothers.
yeah.
Like this fratricide or the killing of a brother thing. And so to explain the relationship between Cain and Abel, what movie do you think he used?
What movie?
Yeah. Brothers at War.
Warrior.
Warrior, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good one. Brothers at War, but I don't remember the story of Warrior though.
Warrior. It's a UFC movie with Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that's a new one, right?
No, it's I don't know what year it came out, but it's been out for a while. It's one of my favorites. Also, you can.
I'll have to look this up. 'Cause I thought it was newer.
No, but they're estranged brothers. You know, without spoiling too much, but and they wind up in this tournament, UFC tournament, and they wind up fighting each other.
Nice.
But there's all this other drama between them and their dad.
There you go.
So
Yeah. So he used, you're gonna love this. The movie he used and the drama that plays out in this movie, let me tell you, this is some of the top rate cinema of all movies that he used to illustrate the relationship between Cain and Abel. And it was The Lion King.
the Lion King.
The Lion King. And he said that here's the Lion King where the rightful king, Mufasa, is overthrown and killed by his brother. This relationship between Cain and Abel. And the result of that is basically hell. The Pride Lands, which was the promised land, degenerates into this wasteland. It's literally burning by the end of the movie.
Yeah,
And it degenerates into this hell-like state, and that this is what happens when we allow sin to ruin our life. Isn't that crazy?
that's crazy.
So shout out to JP. That's how we, he knows. I know him by JP.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm sure I'm on his radar with this podcast now.
Yeah.
He knows what I am. But that's how Jordan Peterson illustrated that Cain and Abel was with the Lion King. How about that? That's good to write.
I would not have guessed Lion King.
No.
That's the second Lion King reference, though. We did Timon and Pumbaa last time.
Yes.
So,
I'm going to have to go watch it. I haven't seen The Lion King in a long time. Have you watched the new one?
no, I haven't watched the new one.
I heard it's hot trash. That came from Isaiah, my son now. And he's a pretty tough movie critic.
Is he?
Yeah. He's like pretty hard on movies. But yeah, to me Lion King is top cinema. Like as far as animation goes, it's pretty high up there in mine.
Yeah. We went and saw the cartoon in theaters. I remember that when it came out.
Mm.
So, it was worth a movie ticket and some popcorn and.
What traumatized the whole generation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Our first real taste of death.
I don't know. Land Before Time with Littlefoot.
Yeah. I'm getting choked up.
Yeah, just was it Mom, wake up?
Yeah.
Or maybe that was Lion King. It was the wake up thing. I can't remember what Littlefoot did, but
It's been a long time since I saw that. I just remember the leaves were made of stars, or looked like stars or something.
they tasted better, I believe. We might be totally off on this, but yeah, it was something with the star-shaped leaves tasted better.
You could taste them.
The dinosaurs could, yeah.
Well.
So,
Yeah.
that's what I was told.
So that was my contribution today.
Gotcha. So we're gonna go from brother to fighting brother to the end of the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice segue.
The Catholics figured it out. So I had to take notes on this video, but evidently there's a hidden book in the Vatican that they found. It predicts every pope, and I believe it was from 1143. And after Francis, it's judgment.
That's it.
That's it. But what the guy also talks about going to St. Peter's Basilica and there's slots. So this is the one thing I didn't understand about the video was they talk about once Francis is done, then it's judgment. But I guess in this basilica, they have all the popes going around and there's one more slot. But they're saying 2027 is the end of the world.
Yeah, we got 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah. Yeah, you showed me the video and I was like, I had a few questions
Yeah.
that they don't answer in the video. and rightly so, because I think they'd be tough ones to answer. But it did, the feel of the video, it gave off those vibes from 2012, like Mayan calendar vibes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep, that's the first thing I thought of when I watched it was this is the Catholics version of the Mayan calendar.
Yeah. But you would think we would be the generation that is like super paranoid about this. Because I graduated in 2000. And this was like the first real big end of the world that I remember. Now, there was a book written, 88 Reasons Why the Lord Will Return in 1988.
Yeah.
And then there's another one called Late Great Planet Earth. And so these were like end of the world things that happen now. I wasn't there, or I was there, but I wasn't aware, being 6 years old, that in 1988, when people read that book, Christians, like they maxed out their credit cards, they like gave their pets away or put them to sleep because they thought the Lord was going to come back, and they were all banking in on this in 1988. Now, when I graduated in the year 2000, we thought we were going to be the last class to graduate because Y2K.
Yep.
Y2K was going to happen, and really we didn't know if we were going to be able to graduate because, you know, we got to party like it's 1999.
Yeah.
Y2K was going to happen, and do you remember New Year's that year?
Yeah, I was at your house.
Yeah, it's me and you and Brandy and Michael. And we went and drove crazy in the car for a while, and then went back to my house and just hung out. And everybody thought the bell would ring, all the computers would crash, the world would end, and that'd be the end of it.
Prince would be turned off the TV. I remember that the most is MTV played Prince
all of the time.
Well, it was 24 hours until 2000 because the party like it's 1999. They played it on repeat.
Yeah, and we did. And so then there was the 2012 thing, and it seems like there's been about every year something that comes up.
Yeah.
And so you think we would be the most paranoid, but I think we are the most jaded now generation. Because it's like, since the day we've been born, the world's ended.
Yeah.
And so every time something like this comes across, it feels to me like that 1988, year 2000, 2012 kind of thing. Not that we don't put stock in that the Lord is returning, that He is coming back. He's coming again. But usually when people put dates on things, I automatically dismiss.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if I ever took any of that stuff serious either, because like I said, we went to your house for Y2K.
Yeah.
And then the Mayan thing, I don't know if you remember, but I was with you again. So we probably need to get together in 2027 and hang out for the
What were you doing in 2012?
When the Mayans predicted the end of the world, I was pumping gas at Thornton's in New Albany. We were going out to eat somewhere, because I remember standing pumping gas, and I looked at my clock, and I think it was like 5 o'clock or something. Like, it was real specific, like 5 o'clock. I looked and it was 5 o'clock, and I looked at the guy next to me in the pump and was like, oh, we survived.
So we made it.
Yeah.
Not taking time zones into account.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking right
The
there.
Mayans knew it was our time zone.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Eastern Standard Time.
They would have been.
They might have been in this time zone. Or Central Time, maybe.
Either way, we survived.
That's good to know.
But the Catholic one screams, like, I don't know, to me, it caught my eye because, the Vatican. And I always think, like, what do they got down there?
Too many Dan Brown books.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've been in the rabbit hole. Like
I have. I'm actually waiting for his new book to come out this year. So
yeah. You've got these conspiracies. We're going to get to these with you, I know, soon.
Oh yeah,
these conspiracies.
Well, this is kind of maybe an introduction into it, because I'm thinking, man, so Vatican's a little.
What you're saying is, in case you didn't know, we got 2 years.
Yeah. In case you didn't know, it's 2027.
When's that asteroid supposed to hit?
Probably 2027.
Probably is 2027. That's 2030 something.
We're gonna get in trouble for misunformation.
Yeah.
I'll be like Joe.
We're gonna be flagged. Which, by the way, now on Spotify.
Yep.
iTunes
and
iPod. What do you call that? What's Apple call it? Apple Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, there too. And on YouTube. So
we've made it.
We're kind of a big deal.
So
yeah.
But and we wrote this down just because, like, also the popes. It was 422 years from the. See if I get this right. correct me if I'm wrong, to the middle pope, and then from the middle pope to the last, it's 422 years.
From the Pope that prophesied this.
Yes, which we didn't remember his name, did we?
No. No, I don't remember that.
It was a pope.
Yeah, his name was probably Paul
John Paul.
Clement.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go back and look at it. It's 11 something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so 422 years to
1143.
to the middle, 1143, to the middle pope, which was 1585. And then
Yes.
they said another 442 years until
22.
22 years.
Yes.
We got to be accurate.
Yeah.
Until 2027. And that's the last pope here, Pope Frank. So
Mm-hmm.
Pope Frank is not feeling well.
Yeah, he's not in the best of health right now.
Yeah. So we're praying for Pope Francis. I know a lot of people aren't fans, but I kind of am. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've agreed with everything he said or done over his life, but I'm not against him, by any means. So yeah, definitely pray for Pope Francis and the Catholic Church. But the questions I have just overrule in my mind. Like, one, who got this hidden book from the Vatican archive? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was the Vatican just like, it's time for us to.
Yeah, because you're not just walking in the Vatican.
Yeah.
I've seen the Dan Brown. I believe it's Angels and Demons, where they get to actually go down there and stuff. So yeah, you don't just walk into the Vatican
Yeah.
and take a book, more or less. So
Well, trust me, if the FBI is not releasing those files on JFK, the Vatican's not releasing this one.
yeah.
You know what I mean? We just got the MK Ultra stuff. We're not getting.
But and also too, like nobody knows the time or the hour.
Yeah.
Thief in the night.
Thief in the night. Yeah.
And you think the Catholics would know that.
Right.
So
I'd like to verify this. Because believe everything you see by some podcaster on the internet. Right?
Yeah.
Like us. Stopping this stuff off right now.
Yeah, we know everything. So
We're on it. But what we don't know is the date or time.
yeah.
For real. So, but it was interesting to watch, and what was interesting to me, Jeremy, was like their response.
Mhm.
They were kind of like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yeah.
Like fear was on them. And so, really, anytime you talk about the Lord's return, if your immediate reaction is dread and fear, there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we believe He's coming again. That's a part of that Apostles' Creed we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
And part of the Apostles' Creed, part of the basic tenets of our faith is that He is coming again to judge the quick and the dead.
Yeah. There you go.
There's the tie-in.
Yeah.
There's the tie-in.
From Gene Hackman to the Vatican.
That's it. From Gene Hackman to St. Francis.
Yeah.
He's come to judge the quick and the dead. So
Yeah.
this is that He's coming again. And the Bible says that where He is, we may be also. And that we will be like Him that is appearing. And that we're going to be with Him for all eternity in a new heaven, in a new earth. And that He will wipe away all our tear for all time. I don't see where the fear and dread is coming in.
Yeah. In case you didn't know, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So-
In case you didn't know, we're looking forward to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. If it makes your heart skip a beat out of fear rather than anticipation or excitement, then that's a good way to check yourself. You know what I mean? On how we're living our faith, where we're at in our relationship with Christ. Say all this stuff did pan out, and 2027 is the day.
Yeah.
Does that make you excited, or does it fill you with fear and dread? And I think that's a good litmus test. It's a good revealer of the heart, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Yeah. But there's a lot of doom and gloom, stuff that happens around there. And I understand it's not all happy days on the day of the Lord. Like there's some rough times coming. Yeah.
So you think we'll max out credit cards and stuff? Like, I'm talking us, not everybody else. 2027,
I was gonna say I've already started.
yeah.
I'm on it. So yeah, I think so. I think people will do foolish things. I think people will do foolish things.
Yeah.
They'll make foolish decisions. And unfortunately, there's going to be another book written about it. There's another Blood Moons book coming. There's another whatever asteroid in the space that's hitting this book by some Christian prophet who's going to write this thing. He got a revelation. This is the date. Unfortunately, those things are coming. But the Bible says if someone says, here he is or there he is, don't go run out into the desert. Don't go here.
Yeah.
All these things must take place. For us, it is that be watchful and vigilant. You know what I mean? Be watchful and vigilant, hastening the day of the Lord. Even so, come Lord Jesus. And so I think there's going to be a lot of foolishness, honestly. And there's going to be some wild things to see. There's going to be signs and wonders, and there'll be some stuff coming out of the Vatican. I'm pretty sure there'll be some stuff that comes out of Washington that makes you like scratch your head and wonder. And there's going to be some drones in the air or some wheel in the sky kind of visions that people see, and it'll make us question. And those things I think will happen, but there's the grounded, foundational truth of the gospel that we have to stand on. You know, this is the basic tenets of faith. We are looking for his return. And could this be the way it is? Maybe. But the one thing I thought was interesting, Jeremy, on the video you showed me was that they said, was it that pope or a different pope? They said 2,000 years plus Jesus's.
I think it was a different pope than the one that predicted it. He said, to the 2,000 years plus Jesus's life.
Yeah.
And that supposedly also adds up to 2027.
2027. So they're starting, if Jesus was born in 680 or 380 or 2027, what would that be? 33 years minus 27, 6.
That sounds like a Captain Jack question.
That's Captain Jack. What's the math on that? 6? So 6 BC is when Christ was born, is what they're saying. And so that would make 2027 be the year that we're looking for. 2,000 years plus the 33 years of Christ's life. And so that's what we're looking for. And I also heard someone say, like, he rose again on the third day. So 2 days in the ground, and he rose again on the third day. There's kind of that thing, like 2 millennia, and then on the morning of the third millennia, then he comes again.
And how long? He was on Earth after that for...
Oh, yeah, the 40 days.
Yeah, so that you count that?
Before the ascension?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got a couple weeks then. If that works out for maybe it's 40 hours.
Yeah.
You get to go to work for one more week.
Yeah. And the one thing they didn't do that, like I said, the most of them do is they didn't really tag a specific, like, it's going to be January.
Yeah, I'm glad. That's
June.
Yeah. We get a whole year. So that's
Maybe.
Yeah. It could happen in January, you're right.
Or it could be like December 31st, 11:59, 2027, get ready, 2028.
There it comes. By the way, you said doo-doo just then.
Doo-doo.
Captain Jack.
Yeah, pipe down.
So, well, and know this, like, it's important to know that Jesus loves you. It's important to know that God loves us. And so, one way that I know most that God loves me, peanut butter.
Yeah.
Peanut butter. And so I have set up, this is kind of for you, Jeremy. This is
the only reason I showed up.
Yeah. So this is something I've always wanted to do, and we've never done. Now this is not definitive, but it's pretty comprehensive. We've got all the major names in peanut butter. So
the who's who?
Yeah. So this is kind of your main line. You know, this isn't the frou-frou, Justin's almond butter, stuff like that. You know, natural, unstirred, with chunky nuts in it. This is your main creamy peanut butter.
Yeah.
So we got your big players here. We got Jif, Peter Pan, Skippy, and Kroger Brand.
Yeah.
And then for a wild card, we got a no sugar added thrown in. I want to see if you can pick out the no sugar added.
I think I can, because I've had the Jif no sugar. And I was not a fan.
Wasn't a fan. So
we'll see if Skippy changes my mind.
So let's do this. So we got these labeled 1 to 5. So you're gonna put 1 to 5.
That's all right.
Yes, here's what we're gonna do.
3.
I want to know which one you think, before we try any of them, is going to be your favorite?
Which one I think? Just by look?
No, just by history. Your life experience. Which is your favorite peanut butter?
I would have to say Jif. I think that's the OG.
I was going to say Jif too.
Yeah.
Jif's the OG. Like, that's the one.
That's the one I remember from.
Yeah. And kind of a Mandela effect.
Mm-hmm.
Jif or Jiffy?
Oh.
Have you ever heard it called Jiffy?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, you've heard it. Kind of jackass.
Okay.
Jiffy peanut butter. But I think people are mixing up Skippy.
Skippy and Jiffy.
Yes, yeah. They're getting Jiffy.
They're best friends?
Well, or they go to get their oil change at Jiffy Lube.
Yeah, there you go.
So anyhow, Jif's pretty good. I do like Peter Pan. I'm going to say this.
Oh, really?
But lately, this is kind of a treat for me because I don't eat sugar much. So I've been eating the no sugar one the most. So I wonder if I'm going to pick out the no sugar better than you can. Or if you're going to be like, that one definitely has no sugar.
Yeah. This is going to determine whether I can be on Hell's Kitchen
Yeah.
or not.
So here's what we're going to do. You're going to try to guess which one is which.
Okay.
So you got to guess which one is the Kroger brand, which one is the Skippy, which one is the Skippy no sugar added.
No sugar added.
And we're going to rank them.
So guess what they are and rank them.
Guess and rank.
From favorite
Yeah.
to...
I'm so excited. Now, I'm going to throw this out there. Pretty comprehensive list. Like, we're hitting all the bases pretty good. Not definitive, because there's some that we're just not hitting on here. I can't think of any, like the big players that we're missing.
In the peanut butter game?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anybody else that matters.
Really, Jif, Peter Pan, Skippy. Those are the
Mhm.
big three. Yeah. That's like Ford, Dodge, and GM back in the day.
Yeah.
But now it'd be like Toyota, Nissan, Honda, or whatever. I don't know what the big players are, but I'm pretty excited about this. So if we mumble and you cannot hear the video because we got so much peanut butter mouth, we do have drinks that we're going to try to do a palate cleanse.
You have to.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's Hell's Kitchen, right? You drink the water, which I think I got Sprite.
Yeah, I got water. So I'm going to dig right in here.
All right. You go 1 and I'll go 5.
Yeah, we'll try to keep our spoon straight. I got kind of a big light there.
Me too. Lip smacking.
Mm-hmm. That was dumb.
That was 5, right?
Mm-hmm. I don't want to rank them until I ate one.
I'm not ranking them, I'm guessing.
So this is number 1. That's wonderful though.
It's gonna be my mustache and everything. I gotta
Rub it in.
rub it in.
I don't have a good mustache. That was good. Like I said, peanut butter, I'm not getting a big bite in this. I had too much peanut butter in all this. Peanut butter is the way that we know God loves us.
Mm-hmm. I can tell you right now, I'll never make it on Hell's Kitchen because these two tasted similar.
These are way different.
Okay.
These two are way different.
So that's 4, right? We're on 5, 4. All right.
Those two are way different. And I think I know why.
Oh, we get to share 3. You think you know why?
Yeah. Do you ever put peanut butter in the freezer?
Yeah, I have.
That's awesome.
Peanut butter balls?
This may be my favorite way to eat peanut butter. Spoon in the jar. Go at it. That one's so good. I think that's a sleeper though.
Yeah, I'm confused on that one. Like I got these 2 right.
That one's good. We probably won't get any of them right.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Don't copy on me. This ain't high school.
I didn't copy off you in high school. Shout out to Brandy.
Yeah, not that you didn't copy, right?
Yeah, not that I didn't cheat.
Hmm.
Oh boy, last one.
If you got to go back in, I don't mind. You stay on your side. But. This is so hard.
I probably should have took a drink between each. That's why they all taste the same.
It does kind of coat your mouth. But am I right though? These three here are a lot different.
Yeah,
Did you feel that way?
I did.
I almost want more spoons. Well, let's just leave it how it is. Which one is your favorite? No, don't say it.
Okay.
I'm gonna rank 1 through 5 on my favorite. All right, let's have it.
All right, you want the ranking or my guess?
What's your favorite one?
3.
3 was my favorite one. That was the best one. Why?
It was creamier.
It was the creamiest.
Yeah.
This was the creamier, and it was like a good balance between sweet
Yeah.
and peanuts.
Now, my guess. You want to do the guess? Since we both.
let's see.
My guess was Peter Pan because I think
On
Peter.
3?
Yeah, because I think it has. Does Peter Pan have the honey?
Yeah, but I didn't get the honey.
You get the honey? Okay.
I got straight peanut butter.
Straight up.
Straight up, except the no sugar one.
Yeah.
Now, I guess Kroger brand.
Oh.
I said it's a sleeper.
Well, we're gonna find out what my favorite peanut butter
Let's
is.
do this one first.
Yep.
So, this was both of our favorites.
Yeah. Let's do it. Dude, it's Jif. It's Jiffy.
Jiffy. Jif is the best. And neither one of us guessed Jif.
I know it.
It was our favorite, and neither one of us guessed that was Jif.
Well, I know I got another one wrong.
No, we did Jif 30.
Yeah. Sorry, Jeff.
Yeah. Alright, so that was wrong. What was your next one?
5.
5 was your next one. 2 was my favorite.
Or your next?
Yeah. So which one do you think 5 is?
I thought 5 was Jif.
I thought 5 was Jif.
Yeah. So I know I'm wrong.
Even though I said Jif was my favorite, I didn't even guess for it, like top top one. So let's see what 5 was. You said Jif. Jackie,
Yep.
do you know? Remember these though?
I don't remember.
No, Kroger.
It is Kroger. That was my 3rd favorite.
I'm scared to death that no sugar is going to be up there after I insulted it.
Go Kroger. Really shut up. That was a good one. All right, my second was number 2.
Yeah. Number 2, I thought was the no sugar.
I thought this was Peter Pan. I thought it was the sweetest one.
Really? I will say this. I had a conflict between these two.
These 2?
I thought maybe this was the no sugar at first, and I almost changed it. So
Yeah. I'm hitting my mic here. Let's see, because I thought this was Peter Pan. So you're saying Skippy No Sugar.
2 is my last.
Oh, this is your dead last, number 5. You didn't like this.
So if this is not no sugar,
This one tastes most like, you need to like get the back of that spoon into there and taste, this tastes the most like peanuts. To me. Yeah, no?
yeah. What confused me was that I thought it had an aftertaste of the no sugar.
Well, this is Peter Pan. I'm saying this.
I think you might be right. I think I should have switched.
And you said it's no sugar.
Yeah, that's
This is my number 2 favorite.
It's-
I got it.
man.
I got one right.
I hope Gordon Ramsay doesn't watch this.
All right. So what was your next one?
My third one was 4. And you're going to laugh, but I thought 4 was Kroger.
My fourth was Skippy. I think this is number 4 is Skippy. So we already passed my number 3 one that was the Kroger brand. So number 4, I thought this was plain Skippy, regular Skippy, not sugar-free Skippy.
Yeah.
And it is, this is plain Skippy.
So how many have you gotten right?
I've got 3 right.
And I've-
Automatically, I got the last one right.
Yeah. And I've gotten none.
Yeah, you are wrong. Now this has 6 grams of carbs. And I'll tell you why I know Skippy. Because sometimes I buy Skippy and I can tell you exactly why I know which Skippy is Skippy. And this is the no sugar Skippy.
Yeah. Which I had as my second to last.
Well, no sugar added Skippy. And it is the worst one.
Yeah, like I said, if I would have switched them, I would at least got one.
Yeah. Now, no sugar added Skippy and Jif, no sugar added, which is, you can either get the Simply Jif or no sugar. They both have this same thing going on. They're super creamy, but I guess the sugar makes it, like it doesn't stick to your mouth as much.
Mm-hmm.
These are really sticky. Did you notice that? Like they really stick to your mouth.
Yeah, I felt like it was just,
The Skippy peanut butter is thick boys.
yeah.
These are thick boy peanut butters. Like they really, if you put this on your dog's mouth, it'll be like for an hour.
So out of the 5, you got 4?
Yes.
No.
No, I got 3.
Because I said that doesn't add up.
No, you can't do 4.
I was about to
I got 3.
consult Captain Jack on the math.
Yeah. So I got the Kroger and the Jif is the 2 I got mixed up. And they were both excellent peanut butters. Now, this, to me, Peter Pan was the sleeper. I liked it, but it wasn't your favorite. That was like your least favorite one.
Yeah. Which surprises me that
You like the honey peanut butter.
yeah. And that's, I think, what I was expecting. I tried to cheat, I think, and when I saw the yellow lid.
It's funny though, these 2, the no sugar added and the regular Skippy, I could barely tell the difference.
Yeah.
Like this one must not have a lot of sugar in it. 6 grams, the no sugar added has 4 grams. So they're not adding a lot of sugar into Jiffy. Now this Jiffy or Skippy has 7 grams of protein, but the Peter Pan has 8 grams of protein. So you got more protein than that.
It'll help you fly.
There's 8 grams of carbs in the Jif, so there's definitely more sugar in the Jif peanut butter.
Which is probably why it was one of my favorites. But
But 7 grams of protein in that one also, 7 grams in the Kroger brand, and 7 grams of carbs on that one too. So all around, Skippy has less carbs. Normal Skippy does, but Peter Pan has more protein. So there you go.
I don't like,
All you want to know about creamy peanut butter.
and you are the peanut butter guru, I guess.
Man, I eat too much peanut butter. I eat it all the time. I probably eat 2 tablespoons a day at least of peanut butter.
We didn't get the Aldi peanut butter.
Is that the good one?
It's comparable to Jif.
Well, I didn't get Great Value either. Walmart brand,
Mhm.
so that Aldi and Great. I feel like there's gonna be a round 2 coming.
Yeah, I need redemption because I laid a goose egg on that one.
So what's the winner get?
The peanut butter.
Oh, well, I can't have most of
I
it.
double dipped in one of them.
Oh, that's okay.
The Peter Pan.
Yeah, you don't like that one, so
Yeah.
I can give it to the kids. Hey, anytime we get to eat peanut butter, I love this show.
I think this should become maybe in every episode.
Can Captain Jack break stuff in every episode?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Captain Jack's doing whatever they can to get on this show. We're only 2 episodes in and people are already begging.
To see Captain Jack.
Yeah.
And a rod patch.
That's not true.
So that's all I've got, man.
Yeah. I think that's a good ending.
Good wrapping up. So I can't read that.
Stay ready.
Oh, say
We're supposed to say our names.
say my name. Say my name. We didn't say my name. I said your name a bunch this episode.
You did.
Jeremy.
But yeah, I'd also say, what? Coy, you are the peanut butter man.
Yeah, I'm Coy. This is Jeremy. That's our names.
And we love them.
Or you can call Jeremy Jeremy.
Yeah. Germ.
Jeremy. Yeah. And you can call me Corey, Troy,
Mm-hmm.
Toby. I've been called about everything.
Toby.
I've been called a bunch of stuff. Yeah. People always get my name wrong.
Yeah. Most people use Wally for me.
Yeah. Wally.
Yeah. I think my dad wanted to name me that, and Mom said no.
We don't get into nicknames yet. Well, maybe we'll do something about that. But I don't want to put all my nicknames out there for people to steal my password again.
Yeah.
But, well, hey man, thanks again for hanging out.
Well, thanks for bringing the peanut butter.
Yeah.
And opening my eyes to.
I got a couple fun things planned
Yeah.
that I'm really excited about. Yeah, one you will never see coming. I promise you.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be probably next time.
Next time, episode 3.
Yeah, it's gonna episode 3, man.
3.
Podcasters, that's what we are.
Yep.
Yep. I'll see you, dude.
Yep. Peace out.